Hey guys, you're watching Game On, and this week we're discussing the big new release, Assassin's Creed Unity, and we're asking the question, is it the best AC game yet?
No, it's not. It's not that. That's not what it is, because the best one is Assassin's Creed 2.
As you may have guessed, Simon is batting for Team No, so that makes me Team Yes. And let's start with this. Assassin's Creed Unity has the best city in the entire series. Revolutionary Paris is so much better than everything that came before it. It's better than real Paris because everyone speaks English. Jokes. Seriously. The city is not only massive and incredibly detailed, you may have noticed there's a revolution on, which means it's a busier world than ever before, with people busy shouting, busy fighting, and busy getting off with each other up against walls, getting stuff done.
But while everyone else may look busy, you won't be. There isn't really a lot going on for the player in terms of meaningful missions, and it just kind of feels like that while a lot of time has been spent building a massive city, there's not really been a lot of time spent putting a game in it. Sure, there is the usual collect this, kill that guy, tackle that thief, so if you like Assassin's Creed busy work, then this is the game for you. There are a lot of missions that don't seem to be worth your while. Filtering the map to missions leaves it looking really rather bare, and a lot of those are disjointed, Hunter S. Thompson-style trips into parties or drinking drug water.
Yeah, so the side missions have always been a bit ropey, but in Assassin's Creed Unity, UB have finally made the headlining assassinations feel like proper missions. They've crimped a couple of tricks from the Hitman games to give you actual options in how you kill your targets. Like actually using stealth, because before AC approached sneaking like EastEnders approaches emotional nuance, by calling everyone a slapper and having a fight. Admittedly, this being AC, it still holds your hand. It's the Fisher-Price version of stealth, Dora the Urban Explorer. But it's nice to see them making more of these set-piece moments, and what it adds up to is you feeling the most like an assassin that you will have since AC2.
Yeah, but that's basically because you're playing the same assassin, but not as good. Arno starts out with all the same motivations as Ezio, but then he just sort of turns into a whiny teenager who never seems to really fully grasp why he's doing anything. He has random input like, Della Sar, but then the boss guy just comes in and goes, yeah, that's great man, all your revenge stuff, but I want you to do this instead. He's basically the office runner. The whole Abstergo central premise has also been ruined by the last few games. Killing off Desmond for no discernible reason, and then pretending Abstergo didn't matter for a while, now suddenly we have to care again. The Abstergo storyline is like Ubisoft getting a pet eagle. Yeah, sure, it seems like a great idea at the time, but after 5 years of its dead eyes staring at you and it's eating all the neighbours' pets, you start to wonder whether you should have really committed to this in the first place.
So, Arno's a bit of a void on the personality front, but then that never held Ed Miliband back. And the game kind of makes up for having a protagonist with all the joie de vivre of tofu by letting you customise him. For once, you kind of get to create your own assassin. From the weapons you carry, to the way you dress, and ultimately to the way you approach conflict. It's the versatility that makes you feel like a proper assassin, and not just a fella in a fancy hoodie.
Yeah, but it only makes you feel like an Assassin's Creed assassin, one that gets stuck to walls and is so utterly confused by the concept of windows he must be a sparrow. The free running doesn't really ever work either. Even with the free run up and down buttons, you're basically just picking between two different kinds of falling over. And this is one of the core tenets of the game, and it seems to be mainly to do with the level design and not the mechanics. The complex shapes and surfaces that fill the game world have completely outstripped the level to which the free run and climbing mechanics can actually figure out what to do. This usually means spending a lot of your time stuck on a chandelier in Notre Dame while a guard shoots you, and your only defence is hurling yourself to the floor.
So the funny thing is, everything that's wrong with Unity has been wrong with every single AC game, ever. And it doesn't look like they're going to change it anytime soon. So we need to come up with a new way of measuring how good an AC game is. And unfortunately, that's going to have to be a system that doesn't take into account any of the game's massive flaws. So with that in mind, AC Unity has better missions, it's got a more detailed and cohesive city, and it's got some really nice dress-up options.
Oh yeah, no, the dressing up is great. Yeah.
We love the dressing up. So kind of ignoring all of what we call the pillars of Assassin's Creed and just going on what's new, Unity kind of has to be the best Assassin's Creed game. Make of that what you will.